7 turn right, heading 185, reduce speed 180 knots.
185 on the heading, 180 on the seat Gulf Air 007.
Speedbird 124, reduce speed 160 knots to 40 me.
Reduce 160 to 4, speed 124.
Hello there guys, Matt here. Welcome back to part 2 of the American Airlines flight. What was the call sign? American 2453 from LAX to DFW. I left the aircraft in the cruise and I went out and I came back and I actually missed top of descent and also the arrival routing. So I just scrambled to put all that back in before I started recording the video. So I'm just actually in the left-hand turn here, just trying to reposition myself onto the arrival. I did all the flight planning with PFPX, and the problem with PFPX is that if you leave it to do everything itself, especially I find it all over the place, but more predominantly in America, the arrivals and the departures always seem to be really off. So, for example, this flight plan gave me an arrival via the Victory 2 arrival. Now, the landing runway at the moment is 35 left, and that doesn't go anywhere near 35 left. That's only if you're landing on, I think, the north side or whatever. So I was frantically looking through all of the procedures to try and find the correct arrival for runway 35 left, and I found one that I thought was it. Turns out it wasn't, and that was for turboprops. And then I finally found one called the Jovem 4 RNAV arrival. That has a transition for the runway that I want to use. It's also for jets, so I think that is the one we need to take. So I programmed the Jovem 4 in. You can actually see here in the FMS, it routes Turkey, then Ganja, Quana, Wilta, Glock, Lehman, Victory, Joven. I guess that's Missile, maybe, Sila, K-Boom, Fuel, and then vectoring around onto the ILS. So what I need to do is I need to essentially spin us back around and start to descend us, because I don't have, well, actually, maybe we don't need to descend. Maybe this 360 was completely pointless. Maybe I could have just gone direct somewhere. If I go direct Wilta, is it going to spin me to the right? Yes it is, but that's fine, because there's no level restriction there. We have to be 1-2000, between 1-2000 and 1-1000 and 250 knots overhead missile, which is, well, it's already programmed to be, there you see, the constraint's already in, so as long as we follow managed descent, then we'll be fine. I actually don't know how much of this FMS they've modeled, so I guess while we're just waiting for the aircraft to be ready to descend, we can have a look through. Why did it just go so dark? Maybe it's because we're turning. So you've got wind data access, whatever this is, wind request. Update insert. What the hell is this? I don't know what this is. I'm not going to pretend I have any idea what this is. I need to look that up. I've never seen that before. What else did I see? Step altitudes, that's not allowed. Maybe this has some sort of step climb facility. But what we can do is we can deal with the arrival data. So at the moment, the weather at DFW is 320, 11 knots. Transition altitude is 18,000. The temperature is 26 degrees, nice and warm today. And altimeter is 3034. Put the point in, like so. And the minima for runway 35 left is ILS 764 MDA. There we go. So that's everything in. I don't know I don't know what it models. I think it models secondary flight plan. Oh yeah, it does. Nice. All of the auto tuning seems to work very well. I don't know why I keep trying to press init. Data link doesn't work, AIDS doesn't work, CFDS doesn't work. Aircraft status. Click that and then you'd see my serial key, so that's probably not a good idea. But it definitely has a lot to it. I'll give them that. You know it's fun when not even I know what the hell I'm pressing. I need Yun basically. Yun is the all-round bus expert. He'd know exactly what to press. Auto brake low for the arrival. We are parking on Alpha 15. So actually, what I could do is I could show you the airport layout, and then we can see where we're going. So we're landing on runway 35 left, which is this runway here, and we are parking on Alpha 15, which is right here. If we go into the terminal layout, you can see it's actually at the top there. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is spots, like spot 15, spot 14. So we're gonna land on 35 left, vacate Lima 2, Lima 1-ish, and then either through Echo Juliet or Kilo 5, doesn't really matter which, and then into the gate. It's that simple. Top of descent is in about 30 or so miles. You can see the marker right there. That's the TD marker. So we can set 11,000. Whoa, that scrolled far too quick. And then when we get over the top of the marker, then we can push it down and go into manage descent, and then we'll be commencing our descent down into DFW. Should straighten out now. I really need to get some more though. My scenery is so bad. So bad. Like you can see, this wall clipping is so annoying. Stop. You want to look at the wing out of the window and you can't because clipping is real. Do they not have window blinds that work? It's a map thing. Yeah, the window blinds don't work. No way. I wonder why that is. Maybe they just run out of animations or something. Does the jump seat move? Nope. Any of the circuit breakers? Nope. Oh well. I have to keep reminding myself that this is a beta and things may change, but I don't know if things will change. That's honestly my fear, is that if it stays like this, people are going to be pretty mad. Because although it's good, it's got some nice quirks to it, it's not complete. Right, you can see TD is just approaching. What's that? 12.5 miles, give or take. As we'll bang on the left turn. What's that down there? Oh, it's a light or something. Can you bring the foot things down? No, you can't. Interesting stuff. Why is that got a blue cover on it? Or maybe that's just a reflection. Who knows? Right, I'm gonna push the button now. Get it on its way down. So it's that one. Oh no, that's open descent. So it's that one. There we go. Descent. And that will start our descent down into DFW. I'm going to turn the seatbelt signs on now. There we go. And That's us on the way down. Okay, so we are just passing 10,700 feet. Altimeter is set, and I'm going to turn the landing lights on now, actually, because we'll be zooming through 10K very soon. You saw out on the left of the aircraft. Somewhere behind us is DFW. It's a little bit laggy here, actually, now. It's not too bad. There's DFW. And we'll be landing on that runway there, and then we're parking up this end here. So, give you a bit of spatial awareness as to what's happening. So the thing I like about X-Plane is we're at 10K now, and it actually looks like we're at 10K. Like, the proportions of the buildings and the roads and stuff make it look like you're at 10K. Whereas if this was P3D now, we'd probably get this sort of view at maybe 25, 30K. So if you're looking for a comparison between why I like one and I don't like the other for certain things, and that's one of them. The proportions of X-Plane are significantly better. So anyway, we are trying to position ourselves on the ILS, which we can do right now with a bit of trickery. Or you notice how these the FMC pops up as well. You can, or the MCDU, you can move it around like so. You can also resize it if you hover your mouse in the bottom corner. The only thing is when you resize it, it doesn't it sort of distorts. It's like the image is so small. It's not very good, but whatever. So we're going to go direct to Dallin. Insert that, and that'll turn us to the left. It wants some more drag, so we'll help it out. And we will do that by letting it accelerate, apparently. So we'll just leave it to do its thing. And see what airport that is. Let's have a look. Airport, turn it on. That is Kilo Golf Kilo Yankee. No idea where that is, but that's the airport just there. That view there, you can see it a bit better. Well, not really, but whatever. Put the constraints back. Okay, so we can activate the approach phase, and then that will start to slow the aircraft down. We can put the spoilers out, because why not? Help it slow down a little bit. And then we'll start to give it some drag with some flaps eventually. We will take it down to 3,000 feet. We've got 15 miles to run, so what I'll do actually is if I pull the speed, or push the speed, one or the other, keep it there, and use that as almost like a flight level change with open descent, which is the bottom one. Please, where's the click spot for it? There you go. Now that'll give us a pretty nice rate of descent there now. You can see the glide slope diamonds coming up very slowly, so it's alright for now. I'm pretty happy with that. Just let it roll out on that heading, and then we'll introduce the localizer as it's descending down. Now, I mean, this, if you looked at this scenario in P3D, you'd crap yourself, because you'd be like, damn, that airport's close. But it's actually not. I mean, it's 12 miles away. But if we were in P3D right now, this would be what you'd see at maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles. So, diamond's coming in very slowly, but it's definitely coming in. We're descending at 2,000 feet a minute, which is completely fine. Can't get over how nice the wing looks. It's beautiful. Anything else I can do apart from a fly in my face? Nice. Okay, 2 reds, 2 whites. This is the runway here we're landing on. Now, I'm going to let it slip under the glide, if I get chance. Might actually take that down to 2,000. Let it slip under the glide, and then we can trade that altitude for speed, and then we'll be fine. So if I push this back into manage mode now, let it go under, and then about there, hit approach. Good. We'll bring the speed brakes back in, and we'll go with flap 1. And you'll see that the slats come out now. You see the speed brake is still going back in. It takes quite a long time to go back in. It's pretty weird. Alright, there's the glide. We can put both autopilots on now. And we'll throw the gear down, get a bit more drag out. We've got 5 miles to go now. This is getting configured very late. Missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. But as long as we get below 200 knots, we can throw flap 2 out, and then from there it should slow down quite quickly. I'm hoping they've modeled the gear drag on this properly. Otherwise this is going to be a go around. Oh, come on, slow down. Gears 3 greens, what you doing? Right, let's put a bit of spoiler out again. See if we can get this under. That's it, go on, slow down. I need that 200 knots, that's a magic moment right there. Alright, flap 2. I don't know if we can do this. Let's see. It should not take this long to slow down with gear down. It's ridiculous. Oh, here we go.
1,000.
Flap 3, right, speed brake in. It's armed anyway. And then we can go full flap. I don't know if I'd call that stable, but it's about as stable as you're gonna get. I think we'll just be okay. Just. I don't actually have a button to disconnect the AP. Does the... Oh, nice. The click spot works. Good stuff. Sweet. My aircraft.
400.
Now, one thing I'll commend them on is the fly-by-wire is really nice.
300.
I landed this on stream last night, and it was absolutely beautiful. If the auto thrust would actually come in and do something. There we go.
200.
Look at this crosswind. 22 knots. Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20.
Close the thrust
Retard
levers. And oh, it wasn't as good of a landing as last night, but we're still down. Reverses green now, and we are decelerating. But this is the thing about the FS Labs, the Flight Factor A320. I don't know if the aircraft's touched the ground. Like, there's no audible noise of the wheels touching the ground. It's really strange. It's really, really strange. So that landing, although was probably relatively smooth, you'll never really understand because there's no audible feedback when the wheels hit the ground. Alright, that's Lima 2. We'll vacate there. And welcome to DFW with the incredibly zoomed out view. Put the speed brakes away. If they'll go away. There we go. And then the flaps can go up. You'll see them retract. I don't know what it is about trying to go right all the time. Alright, nose light to taxi, that can go off, that can go off, that can go off, so can that. AP master switch can come on. So we need to go in via, so we vacated Lima 2, so we want to go third left after we take the first right. Disarm the spoilers as well. Take the flight director off, landing system off on both sides. It's all good. Take the constraints away and the airport stuff. We can start the APU. Yeah, there's Echo Juliet, and we want to go in through Kilo 5, which is the one after that. And we'll turn the transponder off as well. Oh wow, they modelled the taxiway that goes over the bridge. It's on an incline, you can see it just there. And that would be pretty nice and explain that, because you'd have to use a fair bit of power to get it up. Aerosoft tried to do it with Frankfurt, but it's not as nice. It's very clunky, because we all know P3D can't do curved runways, so it can't do curved taxiways. Or contoured runways even, contoured taxiways. Right, we don't need the bleed, that's not a problem. And yeah, so this is spot 10, that's what it's on about. The spot, so that'll be spot 11 down there. Alright, so we're looking for Alpha 15, which is around the corner here apparently. That's Alpha 18. Turn the taxi lights off now. 17, 16. So 15 is this next one here, I hope. Yeah, Alpha 15. Onto the stand we go. Round it goes. And then we'll have a look on the outside view to see where we're meant to stop it, because I never know with these things, because it's not marked properly. Oh, I'm sliding. I'll just put my foot on the brakes. Started to slide. Alright, parking brake on, and engines shut down. Beacon light off. We can request the chocks. This does not use auto gate, so we can oh wait, does it? No, it doesn't. We can disembark via The stairs, front and back, and cargo we can call that as well. Turn off the fuel pumps, like so. And there you go. Welcome to DFW. Let's press C and use the camera, the free camera. It's a bit, I don't know what's so laggy. Like, I look in a certain direction and it just goes really laggy. It's pretty strange. But there you go. Another video in the bag. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do manage to pick up... Wow, look at this scenery. One sec. Just about to end. And then I realised you could actually go inside the buildings. Let's end the video looking at the aircraft from the window here. How cool is that? Let me get in a good spot. Easy. There we go. That's nice, that. So, there we go. Another video in the bag. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you would like to see some more of this Airbus. Also, let me know what you thought about it as well. I think I might collect some feedback and then send it to the devs. They may listen. It has a lot of promise and a lot of potential, but it's not quite there yet. It's not quite there yet, but for $79.99, it's really not a bad effort. But yeah, if you could leave me some ideas for videos you would like to see in the comment section, that's pretty much how I tend to do them these days. Is I have a recording day, which is usually Monday, but this week it was Tuesday. And I go in the comments and I go, right, what's the most liked comment in the video description, and then I tend to go with that, unless something new's come out, obviously. But that's why the 767 happened, because there was a load of people in the video that I made last year on X-Plane saying, oh, you should fly the 767, it's great. So there you go, that's how it happens. But yeah, good stuff. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to click the old thumbs up. And if you didn't, then obviously you're more than welcome to click the thumbs down. Honesty is the best policy. Just leave some constructive criticism if you didn't like it. And what is that catering thing doing? I thought I was going to go into the side of the plane then. Anyway, until the next video, take care, and ta-ra for now.